Welcome back to the... Wait, do I have everything? Yeah, okay. Mic is working indeed. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is NutRaisin. We shall be playing a little more of PLO 20. At least for a little while. Wait, wait, what? What? Apparently I bet and won the pot. I'm not quite sure how that happened, since I certainly didn't intend to bet, but I'll take it. I'll take those 25 cents or whatever. Right, so waiting on some tables on run at once where the PLO 50 action is going strongish. 18 entries to it, PLO 200, but yeah, PLO 10 and PLO 20 we're still waiting for action. Looks like PLO 10 might kick off soon. In meanwhile, we make do with some natural 8 thingamajig. Take down this hand, this is quite nice. Eights, double suited. Okay. Let's give us the flush draw. More importantly, an ace might be believable. Wonderful. Okay, that looks good as well. Let's add more tables then. What's happening here? I was in the big blind, I checked apparently. Sounds good to me. And over here, blech. I think we let it go, but I'll look it up in a moment. What was it? Ace 7, 5, 3, suited, not suited to the ace. Yeah, let me open a few more tables and then I'll check it. Actually, I'll check it out first, otherwise I'll forget. I know myself. Go. So on the button, ace 7, 5, 3. If it's an open fold. I guess it's no big deal either way. Opening is no big. It is no big deal. Letting it go is no big deal. The sidecards are decently connected, I would assume. It could be opened. Let's see. Button. Yeah. Ooh, wait. No, that's for perfectly single suited. So perfectly single suited, i.e. suited to the ace. Only 2 cards of the suit. It's an open call. I give it. This makes sense, yeah. And this hand is indeed a fold. But interesting enough, the ace 7, if it's make it 1 pip better connected, i.e. the ace 7, 5, 4, or 6, 5, be it triple suited or not ideally single suited, is not only an open, but it's an open call. Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that part. Over here we call the cutoff open. Okay. Take that turn then. And now he goes for like 3/4, something like that. And I think we'll just pot it in return. Gloryman, some Gloryman luck. Thank you very much for stopping by, man. Awesome. Cheers. Appreciate the good luck wishes, Gloryman. And I hope you have a pleasant night's sleep. So as you may or may not have heard, I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow because apparently I'm going camping. Yeah, and you can tell by my facial expression that I'm super excited about it. Nah, friends of mine got into the outdoor living thing a little bit, and they bought some gear and wanted to test it in the colder season, and now one of my 2 best friends had to drop out, something came up, and yeah, I'm basically doing it now to make my other best friend happy. Because he was very much looking forward to giving this a shot, and yeah, So I'll be camping out in the woods tomorrow, unless it, rains fiercely or something, then we'll either just not go or return. You have 140 left. That's awkward. I mean, now with 2 pair, we're putting the money in. So yeah, that's the thing, and it's what's gonna happen. Winter camping. Okay. Certainly gonna go all in here. Not because this guy is currently needing to reconnect, just because the stack size and us having top and bottom. Not necessarily trying to take advantage of the fact that he was disconnected and thus sitting out, basically. Although, in a cash game, I think it's still fair game to do exactly that. If you see somebody timing out or having disconnection problem, then, tough luck. See, okay, this one we need to move up a little. Wait, what? Okay, no, never mind. Okay. The buttons are visible. Yeah, should be fine. I think visibility-wise, everything that's important is on the screen. Here as well. Yeah, looks good. Over here, we raised blind versus blind. Okay, that'll work. What's happening here? Again, blind versus blind. Check maybe wants to put a bluff in missed hearts, or maybe even the overpair. Can bet now. I don't quite see the value in raising. Perfect. He had all of that. He had the missed hearts and the overpair. Great. Over here, we got the ultimate overpair, the aces pre-flop. Deal, Chiching. Good to see you back. Is this the same guy that was sitting out over here? No, different dudes. Oh, well, don't mind if you do. Also, we're on a BB deep against this guy. Very nice. Puts 2 flushes out there, or flush draws rather. Otherwise, it's a very nice turn. So it puts exactly one straight out there, right? The 10-8, and that's it. Something like the ace jack, maybe ace 9, any lower set is still gonna call. If he raises, we're not folding. If he has the 10-8, then GG, and that's all there is to it. Do I ever want to check? You know what? Maybe I do want to check here. I don't know if a single spade, he might start bluffing a misdraw. Or just value bet ace jack, or ace 7, or even, any set. Yeah, that would have been a fine spot for a check, I feel. Over here, certainly a fine spot to open. Not a great flop for us. I figured, Cheating. I read creatively, don't worry. I usually do. Norman lurks in 3 seconds after beginning of the stream. Yeah, he told, when he entered the stream, he said that he just here for the quick drop-in. and is about to hit the hay, about to go to bed. So wait, so we got this going on, as you can see. Not quite sure what we're gonna do here. Here we are gonna check, maybe. Weird small size boards. Yeah, run it once. Go 5%er. Here, maybe that's the pot. I guess we're going with it then. No joy over here, over there. That's fair. All right. The bottom set is pretty nasty. Running it once is fine as well. Do we have a backdoor flush draw? You want to, really? Why? You can make quads. Wow, that's the first one for us. I'll take the split. I'll take that split. This split, right? Right. Perfect. Doesn't look like we lost much money in there. I think we were right around 30 when the hand started. We didn't lose much rig at all. I think we went to the flop 3 ways. Yeah, that helped. So what was that gentleman's hand, by the way? What do you have there? I know it was a set of deuces, but what's the other? Wait, what? So you had the king 6 deuce deuce. Of course, it's double suited. I mean, if you raise that under the gun, it needs to be double suited. No, I'm kidding. Don't ever raise that under the gun. Don't play that hand under the gun. Pretty much don't play that hand, period. King 6 deuce deuce. If you in the big blind, closing the action, a massive pot, in a massively multiple pot, but otherwise, what the hell? Anywho, gonna take a note on that. Under the gun open with that crappy hand. Alright, the bottomest of sets. When it comes to being oversetted here, I guess biggest danger is 10s. There are some kings that are not gonna raise, they're just gonna call, but yeah. That's beautiful, the other guy exits the hand on the flop, and now we are heads up versus a short stack with presumably the best hand right now. Yeah, wow, and we're doing pretty good. He has a draw, but a pretty ruddy one. I'm sure the right, yeah, I'm sure on the right table. Wait, but it gets there. This is going to be a repeat performance of yesterday, where we kind of ran under EV, I believe. All right. First of all, down here, let's deal with this. Another short stacker. We have the 4 now. He has the pure flush draw, so we're doing okay. A little better than... How are we behind? Right. %0 on the first one. Nice that the ace is off the way, okay.
I will make this line as long as possible so we can hear the bot talking for us. That way we feel that we are something special. How are you doing?
Kippery, thank you very much. 7-month subscription streak, man. That's... I'm honored. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it a lot. Cheers. An 8-month subscription in total, not to gloss over that fact either. I am doing quite fine, except for the fact that I'm faced with a winter camping adventure tomorrow. I didn't really ask for, but now it's happening. So no streams tomorrow, and not even sleeping in my comfy and on top of everything else warm bed tomorrow since I'll be sleeping outside. But other than that, I am doing A-okay. Thanks for asking. Hope the same is true for you. Not sure about the call here. It did look like value a lot, and what's he betting that he checked 3 times or twice so far? That I beat now. Yeah, cheers, Capri. Thanks. So, we got a few spots. We got this one happening where we... That's a good question. What are we gonna do here? I think the Queen Jack's 10 combo is strong enough by itself. Get back to that in a moment. Here, he checked the turn, so we are definitely gonna call on the river if he bets. 7 really doesn't change anything. Wow, wow, what the hell? People being weird today. I'm just gonna let it go, but I'm really confused. Like, why do you bet pot here if you have something nice? I don't get it. I have seen people do it, actually, with the nuts. Yeah, gonna let it go. Apparently don't have my feet in the game, or my head in the game just yet, because I also couldn't tell you why I didn't bet the flop. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, and in case you care, and in case you haven't noticed, I put together the next package of 10 tournaments and currently selling action for it on the Discord, selling 50%. If people want to have a sweat. I think 20% are already sold. That. Yep. And penciled in another 5%, so half of the action up for grabs. Already been sold. And I think once this package is done, and ideally I got some study sessions in regarding tournament stuff, I'm gonna start looking into other tournaments, because people ask me if they would be interested in getting staked for tournaments I wouldn't play on my own, whereas the tournaments I'm selling action for right now I would be very comfortable playing without staking. There I'm just selling action because people wanted to sweat. And people asked me to. What? Something good has happened. I know it, I heard the sound. Rhino06! Cheers! Thank you twice over, first of all for the follow, and second of all for having a name where I'm not making a fool out of myself when I try to pronounce it. I hope I didn't now. That I laid it on this thick. Main point is, cheers for the follow, thank you. So we're probably not gonna win this one on raw hand strength alone. And incidentally, this is the guy who potted on the Queen 9-6 mono board just a few hands ago on another table. Nope. Down here, gonna be a race. Yeah, so subsequently it's not gonna be the longest stream tonight either, because I have to get up much earlier than I would normally do, or that I would like to tomorrow. And head out into the woods. It's gonna be so cold. The sleeping's gonna be fine. I've taken care of that. I got all the gear I need for that. But getting up the next morning when it's cold outside, that's just horrible. I guess it will help wake me up quicker. But Jesus. Alright. Alright, a few spots. This one... Okay. Over here we river the nuts for some reason. Here we do take it down. Now what he shouldn't do is go all in. Ends up costing us a rake. I just jam pot whenever I have the nuts. Yeah, and that's not a bad strategy at all. It's just something I rarely see on a board like this. In a spot like this, in a 3-bet pot where, like, if he had flopped the flush, why... It does beg the question, why does he need to bet the pot? So I think something weird was going on there. Kipperi, just for the quick drop in as well, needs to go to bed. I understand. What with the regular job in your life and the family? I appreciate the drop in then, even more so. And not to mention the resub. Sorry. And in case you don't know Kipperi, which I doubt, but in case you haven't run across him before, do check out his channel. I highly encourage you to do so. A fellow PLO player. And he knows more about PLO than I do for sure. He has been publishing articles for pokerstrategy.com for 10 years now, articles and videos. Offers very, very affordable coaching. And just know what's what in the micro stakes in PLO. I just let this be. The Queen 10 double suited part looks pretty nice. The 5 deuce makes this a pretty horrible hand. Okay, looks good. Here, ace check 6, 3. That's actually a decent question. It is completely crazy. Completely agree, Chiching. But you know, my one of my best friends is really looking forward to it, and if I now pull out, then he's not going to be able to go on his winter camping adventure. So, yeah, what can I do? That's pretty nice. And how are we going to go about this? Probably via a raise. Yeah. Although, downside of the check raise is should the club turn, the lower SPR gives him a much better incentive to call if we start bluffing then. Rhino! From years North Carolina. I've been in a few states in the States, but not North Carolina. Have I? I'm really bad at geography. So somewhere along the way, if you go from Denver to via Vegas to California, have I been in the Carolina? That's now embarrassing. I'm making a fool out of myself. But I'm really rubbish at geography, even in my home country. So just ignore what I just said. I have taken the Jane Anders course, yes. Well, not taken in the sense that I watched every single video on there just yet. I watched most of them, though, I think. Yeah, I think I have. And if you're looking for a review, then I highly recommend it. I always mention at this point that I've been enjoying free access to the mastermind now since, I think, February or something like that, because, you know, they asked me if I wanted to and put a banner on the channel in exchange. I was like, yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, just a sort of disclaimer when it comes to my opinion about the mastermind. You might call me biased, but I've paid for it in the past, and I Enjoyed a lot. It's a well thought out course. It goes into, it has videos that teach the basics. It goes into deeper details surprisingly quickly. Hang on. Where's the call? Okay. I'm not even sure if the set of aces is ahead now. Like if it's aces without any of the flush draws. I think we were ahead of pretty much anything here. We'll see. 45%. No, he actually is slightly ahead. Oh, because he has the other backdoor flush draw. Okay, that's... I only saw the spade, I was happy. That was a short-lived happiness. And this guy is just weird. Fortunately left the table. That's a pity. It was fun. So yeah, I've taken it and I highly recommend it. It's great. I hear very good things about the Run at Once training course as well. I just didn't have time. I haven't had time yet to really check him out in detail, so don't have a first-hand opinion about him yet. I actually bought a Jay Nettis course before the Mastermind as well, the one that was an upswing. Not the really expensive one. I think the PLO Lab is the one I own. One for like lump sum that was over $1,000, which is supposed to be really good as well. But I got the other one on upswing before the Mastermind came about. Can I recommend any other PLO streamers? Definitely check out Kippery. Oh god, I need help. Yes, I can recommend others, but I'm bad with names. Hang on. The Jane Anders, of course, but you know, that one you're aware of. Hang on. Heads up, happily bet here, 3 ways. You're from, sir? Gambling country? Moldova? No clue. I'll let it be. So there's Jammy C. As soon as I said I can't pull out of that, the name Hamsterman just lit up like a light bulb in my mind as well. Ching. Great minds, man. Who else? There's Jammy C. Let me give you a link to his channel as well. A very strong player. Plays PLO 50, I believe, mainly. Yeah, off the top of my head, there are more that I'm forgetting right now, but these are the ones that are coming to mind currently. And so I feel so far we've been playing alrighty-ish. Certainly got the short end of the stick a bunch of times. Go for the bet fold. I'll have a single club. Maybe we should have. I should have pot folded it. I think I would have liked it a little bit better. Make it harder for a flush draw pair and a flush draw possibly to continue. But it worked out. With one dude missing, effectively putting us into MP. Who are these people? This guy. Really tight. No, if he folds, we should get the button a lot. 6% VPIP here. Surprisingly, he's in the tank. Fair enough. I'll take the middle set and the open-ender. Man, that was a long-ass tank, my friend. In the meanwhile, over to a table where things might be moving a little bit more quickly, hopefully. It does give us 2 pair, which is kind of neat. I'll sing a spade, only mid 2 pair here. Not too exciting. Half pot looks a little bit like value as well. We'll let it be. Whereas over here we flop and check check. We bet the turn. The board pairs. You have the nut straight and a diamond. I think it's pretty thin. The quads. Well, good for you. Did we help you get the bonus? No. The quaddies. I don't think this was a particularly good call all in all. Nope, but over here we do have a playable one. Ace Queen 10-3, single suited. And we flop a top pair, spade blocker. Start by checking here. Let's complete a bunch of draws. We're blocking, or not blocking at all almost. So check it out, expect to lose it quite a bit at this point. Things get funky. Well, he checks pretty quickly. Fine by me. We do have to set the open-ender. Take it down. In the meanwhile, over here, blind versus blind. Take it down. Then check on the flop. I'm gonna say kings, queens, jacks. I'm gonna play like this, sometimes aces as well. Now we do have showdown value. We check. Sometimes still lose it against, you know, these hands, kings, queens. Probably not up against the 10 at this point, and we're good. Very light call on that turn. To know. A sort of high VPIP, low aggro player tag here. And Chiching, thank you for Thank you for hoping that I'll survive it. I'll do my best to enjoy it. It'll be fine. I'll have a few beers with me, and oh, speaking of which, I have a beer tonight, and that'll definitely help. Also, you know, when it comes down to it, gonna be in the woods playing camp basically. Can't not be fun. We used to do as kids all the time, so yeah. Being from that vantage point, bound to be interesting. Hang on. Things are happening on every table right now. This one being by far the most interesting, for now at least. Run it twice, yeah, sure. Okay, down the first one, I believe. And take down both of them. Cool. Up here. Oh, I didn't see the third guy. Then I wouldn't have bet this turn. I thought we were heads up. Isidov Jung, good to see you! Nice to see you, sir. How's life been treating you? Good to see you back. Rhino, happiest poker stream moment. Happiest stream moment was definitely my birthday stream when people. First of all, it was a pretty big giveaway. Companies were nice enough to donate some prizes, and it was just a very, very entertaining stream, and people were super nice to me. Jimmy, good birthday! Even oh damn it, let's click. Even some donations happened, and yeah, it was just all around. It had me smiling for like 10 hours straight that day. And best poker moment, I guess, was when I made Supernova back when I was playing Limit Hold'em professionally, or at least semi-professionally. Sorry, I'm on 6 tables, so I'm sometimes need to take a break. Focus on the games. I guess for $1 more. This time you have crap, sir. Well, not crap, but I don't okay against him. Not against the first 5, but we split it up. Really? Against this guy I'm folding pretty snappily. I've seen his 3-betting range in action, and it is rather tight. Alright, cheers everyone. Thank you very much, Chuching. That was fun, I just read it today. It's a pretty extensive interview too. I liked it. It was a very nice experience. Yeah, I appreciated it too. It was very nice of the guys to pick me and say very nice things about me in the intro as well. Over here, what's happening? Button open, we have jacks, sounds pretty good, especially with the 10 in there. Gives us a gutter. We actually had future blockers on some runouts and a flush draw. So it's not going to show up with the ace-high king, with the ace-high flush. I.e. we should be good. Also, we would start bluffing as a betting as a bluff here, or value bet some other hands. I don't see how the 3 is a problem very often. Up here, I 3-bet the under the gun open. Perfectly fine. Do take it down. Take it down here as well. Two pair and a flush draw. Okay. This is the 9-high flush. Redraw to full house. Don't get check raised, that's good news. No run at once right now on our screen, that's a little bit sad. It can't be helped. Nope. King, Queen, Jack, 7, small blind, hell no. Short version of that. And I just read today that... Oh, reminds me, I need to tell that to the Nightbot. That Poker Tracker 4 is now supporting run at once as well. When it comes to hand importing. What we don't have is an extra column, an extra stat for Splash the Pot. They do support Splash the Pots for the hand imports, from what I've read. It's just that there's no way to display, like, in the last 50k hands, I had this much winnings in Splashes. At least not yet, as far as I know. Sure, I hope, or at least hopeful they're gonna add that. That does remind me that I can tell the Nightbot not to ask about help in that regard anymore. Johnny with cold one in about 40 minutes. Sounds good! Sounds pretty good. Nope, nope, a lot of nopes going on. Here on the button, certainly a yes. And here, double paired. Okay, that's sort of exciting. Not folding the 10s to raise on this table. Down here, interesting, giving us that open-ender. Wow. Couldn't have scripted that one any better, could we? And with two flush draws out there, easy, when it comes to the bet sizing, easy decision here to go for the pot, I feel. We do have a spade, second straight. Let's check, but I don't think I'm ever folding here. Not with a spade in my hand. Without a spade, I might debate it, yeah. Be surprised to lose it. Yeah. On a turn, he had two pair and one of the nut flush draws. Can't do much about it. We're not running too well today when it comes to flops, to runouts, to our hands holding up. Oh well, it ain't over just yet. Queens took it down pre. Sadly, this looks a lot like value as well. Yeah, and this is a pretty passive player, I think, post. Actually, I'll let this go. Fair enough, my friend. First on here, we turn pretty nicely. Down at river pretty awesomely here as well. X-Better, cheers! Or X-Birdie, I guess. Flush is probably gonna call us. Doubt it. Maybe straight, but doubt it. What? Weasel! With the raid! That's awesome of you, Weasel. Thank you, Weasel. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna check it. Welcome over, everybody, to the channel. First of all, everybody here, you should check out Weasel's stream. He, very nice guy. And has a very awesome channel. Do check him out. Shout out to you, Weasel, for the raid. Thank you very much. And also, we appreciate the good luck wishes. Can always use some good luck, especially today, where things have not necessarily been going our way so far. But still, it ain't over yet. And to anyone, or everyone rather, coming over, my name is NutRaisin, and this is what I do pretty much every day, full time. I play and stream the micro stakes and PLO currently. And this might help to get out of the micros. Let the aces get 3-bet by, on the whole, a pretty tight gentleman who elects to go for the 3-bet fold here. I like it. Cheers. Yeah, and what you see right now on the stream is usually what's happening on this channel, except that as much as I can, I try to play on run at once. But right now, there's only PLO 50 action going on there. Up here, actually a decent question. I think it does get played. Yeah, definitely. Let's do check to make sure. Are in what yep. Middle position. You have to have suited ace. Yeah, if it's double suited, perfectly double suited, it has to be playable. Yep. It does you get either raise called or raise folded, however, so that's something to note, that you don't necessarily raise and raise call this one. And gives us 2 pair and a nut flush draw. Nobody bets. Still, there's a bunch of better hands out there that don't want to bet this board. Namely, mostly better 2 pair. Check it down, expect to win it quite a bit at this point, actually. On the other hand, don't really see what calls us that we beat. Like, overpair is not going to call. 5 queens. Perfect. That would be us then. Even more perfect. Perfecter? Let's go with that. Ah, it's a pity you're that short. The set there, not blocking straights, kind of brave. But I guess if you're short and, you know, you river that set, want to get the money in. And that'll be a nope. Pair's done here, happy to open, and open call this as well. Mighty bottom pair doesn't bode well. I completely forgot to ask, Weezer. Sorry, mine's all over. Mine's a sift these days. How did the session go? This one go. And Weezer, by the way, plays a lot on GG and plays cash games in tournament, usually of the 2-card variety. And yes, channel's always entertaining. I remember some good times I had over there. You were the one with the TV clip, right? That was your channel, Weasel. Oh, I'm mixing up my streamers right now. I don't think I am. Rush Poker, good to see you. It's gone quite well. Thank you for asking. Hope the same is true for you. When you're coming in from Weasel Stream, then I just assume this is true. Weasel streams make for a good time. And no mistake. Oh, Rush Poker also with the follow. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Take that one down, or rather get a walk there. Ace, Queen, Queen 3. Sounds alright. Yeah, everything's pretty peachy, Rush Poker. I haven't been playing too much PLO this month since I had a 1.5 weeks vacation, so I'm eager to get back into the grind now. 899. The higher the cards, the less I'm incentivized to seep it with the overpair here. Yeah, check is fine. If this gentleman leads out, pretty tight player. The bluffed and well done, but more likely than not, he actually caught a piece and has us in bad shape. So how did the Weasel stream go then? And Weasel stream plays pretty high, right? He plays like no limit 100, no limit 200, I want to say. I know 100 for sure, not certain about no limit 200. Wait, what's happening? 9... Alright. Pretty better hand, I'd say. Queen to 9-8. Up here with the... Usually not. But let's go for the 3-bet here. It's gotta be a fold if we get 4-bet. But sure, let's go for it. In position over here, half pot c-bet sounds pretty good to me with top 2 in the gutter. Take it down. This gentleman does cold call and he now comes over the top, which definitely didn't want to see. Do I have any information about this guy that would make me want to call now? Oh god, yeah, maybe. Oh, I wish I had just called. I've seen this guy 3 and 4-bet hands like the Queen 8-6-5, or was it Queen 6-5-4 double suited? Alright, let's gamble it up in this hand. And make no mistake, this is definitely a gamble. Yeah, you know, now we have top pair, top kicker. Might be drawing that, but once we flop the ace here, yeah. Fortunately, does have it. Not necessarily something I would put him on here. Like with most players, I would go like, okay, they have aces, and that's that. With this guy, this is not necessarily the case. So we gambled knowingly, that one didn't work out. Too bad. And snap, you know, the Ace King Jack 7, I believe it was, snap fold against any other player, or most other players. Against this guy, I somehow saw some value in there. Probably more than there was, but it's done is done. Here, that's looking mighty fine. 3 ways, easy let go. Keyboardy 17. This is where I learned to play PLO. Some days, can't guarantee today is going to be the day where you learn how to play PLO here. But some days you will at least hear me talk about PLO a lot. Not quite sure how well that translates into a learning experience, but I'll try. If not straight up learning, maybe you can learn what not to do. Double suited 10s looking mighty fine, especially if it gets folded around to us. It's gonna be an open call at that. Calling anyways. Right. Not a very happy board. Nope. Over here, blind versus blind, we 3-bet this open, which so far so good. Here, letting it go on the turn. Can't do much about it. Certainly gonna go with a bet. Once I 3-bet an ace flops, 3-betting 100% of my range. Okay, that's a rather exciting turn, not gonna lie. Speaking about things and them being exciting. So on the kings, we took it down on the king turn. We 3-bet, he opened, we 3-bet. Go pot here. I think so. I think against this tightish player, we do have some fault equity, which is nice. Or if the money goes in, the money goes in. We're not gonna hate that either. Cool. Two kings. On this board where we have the flush draw covered, we don't necessarily need to c-bet. Yeah, don't need to protect against any draws, since we do have the one draw that's out there. That's pretty nice. Cards rather quickly. See how this shakes out then. Down. Up here, single raise pot, we opened. Bet the flop, he comes over top, not folding top two. Yeah, not to an all-in now. He does have the nuts currently, that's too bad. We're drawing to what, 6 outs? I don't care, for me, let it run it once. Multiple times. Doesn't make too much of a difference, and we don't get lucky there, fair enough. At the ace queen 5-4. Okay, I get why you can fold at the top pair. Yeah, makes sense. Unfortunately, that makes a lot of sense. Can't even fault him for that. Which would at least make me feel better. That's definitely the kind of learning. Then you possibly might have come to the right place. Go for larger sizing out of position this time around. Take it out, that's pretty sweet. Call on the button with the queens 10 and an 8 here and the suit. Key volley, do I? Up until not too long ago, the answer would have been that I mostly play cash, which is still true. But I have started playing tournaments and rather successfully too. Right, let's get back to this hand for a moment where we have a pair in the gutter and a hard blocker. I have a feeling it's not strong enough. 3 ways, 4 ways. Yeah, okay, if you're still left to act, then we just let it go. It doesn't matter that the flop at that turn would have been nice. In the meanwhile, there's full house outs now. Might put us behind, but I'll figure that out shortly. Takes care of that, and we got the double suited aces done here. So yeah, I started playing tournaments. I played tournaments before in PLO, but I started to play them on stream now, and have been doing really nicely. I started selling action because people wanted to have a sweat, and last time I sold action, I think everybody got 4x their investment back. Disclaimer: the time before that, the first time I sold action, everybody got only 50% of their investment back. So I'm not, out here claiming that necessarily a smart thing to invest or buy a sweat. But yeah, they've been playing a larger and larger role on the stream. And it's probably only going to increase. Cash is always going to be my main thing, I suspect. I am starting to enjoy the PLO tournaments quite a bit, however. Jack 10 gives us the pair, the overpair, the open-ender. Oh wow, 5-ace. Fair. Let me check it then. Just give us the nut straight. Really not the runner I was looking for. Really? What the heck are you leading now? I guess I'm forced to assume you flopped a monster? Really hope this guy calls now. Or a straight flush? I don't know. One of those tournament degens. You know, you have to have a pretty good mental game for tournaments. Especially the large tournaments in No Limit that take like 10-12 hours. They tilt me to no end when I get there. When I bubble the final table and take home like 10 times my buy-in or something for like 10 hours of work. It's tough. It's tough on the mind. So my hat's off to you, sir. Here. My hat's off to the dealer, at least so far, since we got the set. Plucking on out a little bit, but be it as it may. Probably an overpair, and looks like an overpair without hearts. That's rather excellent. Especially now that the heart actually does come. Can we take it down, or do we get 2 outed? Actually, that gave him a few more outs. 4 would have given him a straight as well. Pretty sweet. Shazamming it up for a change. Certainly leading here. And PLO tournament strategy is quite different from a little limited experience playing. Yeah, probably more different than I'm currently realizing, since I haven't looked too much into it. I've watched a few videos in a mastermind about it, but really not many so far. And, you know, the most important things to pick up are things that most of you are probably already familiar with if you played tournaments before. Things like that limping can be way more arcade than in cash games, since rake is not a factor. And thus you are incentivized to see more flops. Queen 10, 8, 8, tightish dude. Alright. Okay. So going with the sizing here where I can still make it meaningful on the river. Hopefully. Now the... Okay. Trying to figure out if there's any value in checking and having him inducing him. Don't know. Also a Shazam-worthy moment right there. Stuff. Delay 180 seconds. Yeah, unfortunately, I had it at 150, which I liked way more for interactive purposes. But some kind soul checked it out and ran it once. It told me that they indeed were able to see my whole cards if they were timing down long enough. Especially since I sometimes take a while to act, playing on 6 tables, talking, and jazz. So it's not ideal, but it's what it needs to be. Here, ended up checking down, and ended up taking it down too. Good. Gives us a pair and a nut flush draw. Very interested in seeing further cards. i.e. checking behind. There's nothing like being deep. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is... Even if it's like a small stakes tournament, like something like maybe even below the normal the stakes you would normally play, it really gets the heart and the adrenaline going. True. The times I took down the... right now I'm playing the $11 bounty PLO tournaments here on GG. Mostly, at least. And... yeah, usually when I take one down, I need to take like a 5 or 10 minute break, and normally even that ain't enough to calm down again, so to say. How in the hell did you not find a... that... This is a bit nitty, but fair enough. With the 6-4 as sidecars, this is fine. So we are starting to sit on some stacks. On some tables. Where that leaves us for today, I have no idea. I've feeling, intuition-wise, I'd say we're down between 1 and 2 buy-ins right now. But I might be wrong. If I am, we're not down more, I think. I hope. Always tough to figure out since the cashier doesn't take into account the money that's in play right now. Ace is down here. Don't mind if we do. Yeah, that's very true, Kivori. There's no feeling like it. And I'm looking to play a higher stakes tournament in the future as well. Tournaments in the future as well. Some tournaments that I wouldn't play on my own, but some people have expressed interest in me playing higher stakes and in exchange selling more than 50% of my action. So yeah, why not? Might be some $50, even $100 tournaments coming up every once in a while now in the future. Gee, you scared the crap out of me. Triple member! Cheers, thank you very much for the follow. The checking is fine. Nice to have the ace of spades. Keep the pots small for that. Or the bluffing possibilities inherent in holding the nut flush blocker. We are heads up! I thought this guy was in the hand! Yeah, okay, against you being short, then the money just goes in. Duh. Oh, you're in excellent shape, sir. So you can win this multiple times. Okay, then maybe we can split it. Running it once is fine too. Yeah, I thought this guy was still in the hand when I checked here and tanked for so long. My bad. Very likely, yeah, Kirodi. Yeah, definitely. On tournaments, you know, it comes down to the few players, to the 5 players that are at your exact table, them knowing that you stream and all that stuff. So it's pretty unlikely in tournaments, whereas in cash games, pretty easy to, if you are so inclined to seek out the streamer you're watching and try to get a seat on his table, and you will eventually. Yeah, that's definitely a concern. One. Wow, over here, well, first of all, here we lose, that's fine. Over here we flop a monster draw. On a rainbow board, that's a Insanely strong hand. Kimodi, have to make dinner now, so I've got to lurk for a bit. Hopefully you're still on when I get back. If not, all the best to you. Thank you very much. I think since I have this whole camping adventure tomorrow, I'm not going to be on for too long, but maybe another half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. I'm not very happy with the fact that that's going to be a short stream. But yeah, I need to get up a little bit earlier tomorrow than I'd like to. Lion Hippie, welcome back. Good to see you. Wow, that is a nice turn of events here. So he can't have the missed nut flush draw. So unless I don't think I want to induce a bluff here, I'm just gonna go for value. One-handed beats us. Pretty unlikely that he just show up with the 5-6. I mean, one-handed beats us given the hand. Given how the hand was played, he's not showing up with kings or queens here. If he reverts 7s, then yeah, tough luck. Stushi, good to see you as well. How is the session going? That is an excellent question. And in the beginning, I donked off one buy-in. That was clearly one I couldn't blame the dealer for. Other than that, in the beginning, didn't run all that hot. Got the money in reasonably well, at least. On the whole, we're not doing badly. It's just with natural 8, I always have a tough time telling. Let's see if I can figure it out. 105, 50, 75, 205, 230. I think we're down somewhere around 2 buy-ins at PLO 25 in dollars, so yeah, somewhere along those lines. One of them definitely deserved. The others, meh, so-so. What is neat, for a certain definition of neat, is that we're sitting on 6 tables on GG. I would prefer it to be 6 tables on runner ones, but can't have it all. But the point I'm trying to make is they dropped the 4 table limitation for now, since there was a bug and some people weren't able to play 4 tables, so they just dropped it for now. I hope once they reintroduce it, they at least rethink the whole thing and bump it up to like 6 tables. 4 seems pretty harsh, especially given the fact that they don't have a Zoom PLO equivalent. Unless he pots, I'm very interested in continuing here. So he's pretty short. It's a short segment, I'm gonna let it be. So as far as in other news, so to say, for anyone who just tuned in recently, I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow since I'm apparently going camping in the woods in winter in Germany. Don't ask. I'm doing basically a favor to a friend who was to one of my best friends who was gonna go try out their outdoor gear and with the winter camping session, and now my other best with my other best friend and the other guy had something come up, and now the best friend that still can go really had his heart set on the whole thing. Really looking forward to it, and you know, now I'm tagging along, and it'll make him happy. So, yeah, only a short stream tonight and no stream tomorrow. And which is a bit of a bummer. Hang on. Lucas, work on your river sizing smart league. Appreciate it. The chat has saved me a lot of time studying. So cheers, thank you for saying that. And Lucas7 following through with the follow as well. Thank you very much. Oh, thank God for push to mute. Yeah, cheers. I will. Over here, Jack 10-9-6. Make the 6 a 7. I start squeezing here. Wow. Yeah, still leading this. I mean, definitely leading this. And I wouldn't just lead the nuts here, but also lead blockers, like a top pair and jacks or 10s in my hand, something like that. Here, let's take a quick detour to this table where we get 3-bet with holding aces. Really? Alright. And this is gonna be a bigger one, it looks like. 3-bet all in at least. We have the current nuts with 2 backdoor flush draws as a redraw. We do have the flush draw, the only flush, the best flush draw. And does anybody? Yeah, you make it full house, so. I have no clue what you were doing in the hand. Fair enough. Here. The only thing is, this type of player, like, I've played with this guy a bit before. He doesn't raise that many hands that really like this, that really hit this board. Like, generally speaking, this is definitely a board for the big blind, for the, what's it called? Button. So I'm a little bit doubtful that he actually has it. He might just be bluffing. But without a single club. Rabbit hunt. See. I have certainly a pity on table 1. Nuclear Smurf in the channel as well. Good to see you, Nuclear Smurf. And SS Crusher. Cheers, welcome to the channel. Hang on. Right. Turning 2 pair, blocking the straight a little bit, having no clubs, 3 ways. Don't expect to win this very often. You take it down this time, it looks like. No, actually I don't. You have the king 10. And the club and no bet. Wow. Actually, give me a moment. I've been meaning to check if yesterday we indeed ran under EV. Or if it was just my perception of the whole thing. Local craft thingy. The min raise. The min raises keep freaking me out. Whoa. That's a pretty sexy board. Ace Queen Jack 3 double suited looks mighty fine as well. Yeah, yesterday we did run on AV for like one buy-in. They ran a little bit over, it looks like. Right now we're pretty much on the dot EV-wise. Fair enough. Here, checking sounds good. Ish. Ace is no good anymore, that's good news. How were you able to bet ace? Okay, you made a 9-4, really? Bet that? Seems a tad loose. But maybe I'm a tad tight. It is possible. Right. Sounds alright, looks alright. My kind of flop. Top pair in the flush draw. Five shouldn't change all that much. Some 7-5, some wraps that make two pair. I think I check this down. This feels like a spot where I get called a lot if I do bet. And also I was blocking the clubs, the miss club draw quite heavily, so called there a little bit too often to go for the bluff. Really? Yeah. Nope. Absolutely nothing going on any other table. Down here in the big blind, we saw the flop for free. You be weird, my friend. But fair enough. strange line. In betting the flop and then potting the turn. Nice broader rundown, ace high with the suit. On the button 2, so if the cutoff opens, we're gonna go for the 3-bet. Whoa! Alright. Pretty strong. Gives us the royal flush, actually. Royal flush draw, I should say. Excuse me. Do we just call? I think we do. This time around. Yeah, sure. Try to keep this guy in here. It's a pity that we have the queen, though. Nobody can have the queen high flush. Now there is a straight flush out there, theoretically. Would go for the bluff here with the pot size bet as well. Oh, you're really short, damn it. No, it doesn't make a difference. We do get the call, that's awesome. Assume we're not getting slow rolled here, and you called with river 2 pair. Okay. Got this one going on as well, a very fine hand. Raise from any position. Looking for a slightly better flop than this, however. Pilot Ray! It is good to be back. Thank you very much for saying that. I was slightly worried that people might have forgotten about me in the meantime, might just not show up anymore. So, thanks for saying that, and thanks for being on the stream. Cheers. Also, appreciate the good lucks. Can use some today. It's not like we're getting bad luck after bad luck, but still, always welcome. Right. Come over the top again. I kinda doubt it. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. That'll definitely work. Giving us the unadulterated nuts. With a hard blocker. So how's this gonna end then? If he has the same straight and no hearts, we are free rolling him quite hard. He does. And the free roll works this time. That was the guy who, I think that was the guy who made the full house against our flop nut straight a little bit earlier. So there is some justice in the universe. Shazam! The good lucks are working, Pilot Ray. Thanks again for them. And goodbye, you say. Well, that's all you want to take, then yeah. Take a break, sir. Good call. Not being sarcastic either. If after a beat. I feel it's getting to you mentally. Taking a break is a pretty wise decision. And the break was almost a little bit too long, by the way, I noticed. Was away for 11 days, I think. It was longer than I wanted to initially. But now I'm all back. Although this week is still a little bit spotty. What with the camping tomorrow and then Friday community college, but so there's only gonna be the next stream is gonna be Thursday evening, Thursday the nightly Thursday stream. I'm not gonna be at home tomorrow. But then I'm at least gonna power through the whole weekend every day. Try to have 2 streams every day too. And also start playing tournaments on Friday again. With that time and yeah. Hey. Nope. Nothing is what's going on for us. A lot of folding. Yep. I think make the 8 a 10, and this one is even a raise call, although it's not being suited to the ace. This hand specifically usually gets raise folded, I believe. I'm gonna keep to that. This is a new side. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not getting enough action on my stakes on run at once line hippie, so I've started to look into the GG network, even though there are a bunch of things I don't necessarily like about the network. I do have to say for them that the games are good. You know what, we're gonna stick to the GTO ranges in this case. Do we want a rabbit hunt? Let's not punish ourselves. You're right. So I looked into the GG network, and initially I wanted to go with ggpoker.com, but since I sometimes have other sites open or just the home games where I have a poker tracker running, this is a bannable offense on the GG network for most clients, for most skins, I should say, sorry. But on Natural 8, you can actually have Hold'em Manager or Poker Tracker open on the side. Let me go Natural 8 for now. Not blocking anything from the board. Guys, board. Nah. If it was something from the board, maybe I'll just go with it. But as is, we're folding. And bam! Spider Gray, cheers. Appreciate it. So, we are heads up, we have all the blockers. Meanwhile, let's take a quick excursion to this table. Without a diamond, I'm gonna go with the larger sizing. That's right and proper. Did take it down with the blockers on table 2. Jacks. Wait. We're doing alright against this gentleman. Run it twice. Yeah, sure. First one, take down. The second one, good stuff. Here, massive flop for us, got called. And are probably just potting the turn, right? Over here, things might possibly get funky down the road. Wow, wait, what? So here, okay. What's the lead? I can't figure out the lead. This, what I'm gonna call a. I don't want to see what this guy's up to. Love to see a showdown here. He checks, so we do get to see a showdown. Now I'm really curious. Okay, that actually does make sense. That you could have gotten it all had he just checked. If I was under check raise, I would have gotten it in on his board and no mistake. Oh, four ways. Oh, never mind then. The Great White North. Is it already north? The other thing, the other word. Is it already white? It's bound to be, right? Middle of November? You're bound to have snow by now. Yeah, I can't do it. Precious Freedom Chiching, well, good to see that you made it out of the grind today. Sorry to hear that the workday was particularly nasty. Banning people for huts in 2019, right? I mean, yeah. Oh shit, somebody had a serious accident slipping on a... Yeah, that's Canadian winter for you. Sorry to hear it. In the long term, because I do need, at least in the, for the foreseeable future, I do need additional sites next, besides run it once to get in enough volume. And in the foreseeable future, I will make the switch over to ggpoker.com themselves, just because they have the Discord, and you know, if you run into some troubles there, and you have more recourse, more ways of finding a solution quickly. Guess it needs to be folded. Put it. Check this one out. Ah, you know what? On the button, I'm not so sure suddenly. But let's do check it out. Jack 10 combo is still pretty nice. Yeah, that was a mistake. Let's check this out for under the gun example. Even then, the Jack 10 combo, even triple suited, is way too strong from a solver perspective, and in the real world too. So that was definitely a mistake. Raise folding the Queen Queen Jack 10 triple suited. My bad. Top pair got a backdoor flush draw. Sounds like a prime candidate to check for now. Not gonna fold to a bet. And in this case, we're gonna put him in for the rest of his money. Looks like we are ahead. Wrap thing going on. Card. think that was us in the first one, right? The 9, yeah. 9 gave us a straight. And the 9 again! Cheers! 2 for 2. Sunny skies in the Rockies. By the way, awesome. That was one thing I adored about living in Colorado, the sky. The sky was... it just felt bigger than in Germany. It was bigger. See longer, and yeah, you know, especially Colorado. I don't know where you are in the Rockies, since the Rockies span for about half of the US. But the weather was awesome. It's perfect weather. Proper summers, proper winter. The only thing I missed was spring and fall. Fall existed. Spring was a matter of like 4 days, I felt. But man, just you saying the sunny skies today in the Rockies did bring back some memories. Very nice days over there. Take it down pre, that's pretty awesome. Seven, 6. It's okay enough. Wonder if it is. Yep. That's the bottom of the range there that gets raised and gets raised called at that. So the Queen 10 7-5 or 6-5 7-4 and you know worse all just don't get played at all, even though we are on the button. Definitely not a fan of the snow. It is, even as a Canadian, I feel it's tough to remain a fan of snow the older you get. It's just always there. Alright, this gentleman probably not gonna raise a lot. It's not a great multiplayer hand, but let's see a flop. Now that we have so many callers. A big pot brewing. And there are some nice boards for us. This not being one of them. Whereas I have a more definite opinion about the hand we've been dealt here. Ace King 10, and again with the min raising will always remain a mystery to me. Now that's what I'm talking about. Bunch of other spots. And oh wow, okay. Do that then. Aces as well? Yeah. Ace and queens, alright. So, only a queen. No, this is how... Why did I even say it? This is how we're running today in spots, in similar spots. I did donk off at least one bind, I do remember that, but I also had a bunch of spots like these where it's just the way poker is sometimes. I do remember us cracking somebody else's aces yesterday, so what goes around comes around. Really. Still good though. Cool. Actually, let's bet fold this. Not that we have tons of equity anyway, so not sad about it. Should we need to fold, which we do. Just really no turn there. That's gonna change our hand into a much better one. Oh, we got hit and run too. I think on this was it. Oh, no, never mind, never mind. It was down here where we had the aces. Yeah, okay. California, Washington State. Man, politics and other considerations aside, just for the pure joy of being there and experiencing the state, California is awesome. Just nature-wise. The eucalyptus trees anywhere. I'm not a big nature... I'm an end user of nature. It's not like I go out and go like, hey, look at this cool tree. Like, my dad is a person like that, but unfortunately, I'm not. From his perspective, unfortunately. But man, the eucalyptus trees in California, they were awesome. Would have loved to live there. Also the palm trees and everything. Neat. It's neat. Also just neat is this development, where the rest of the money is gonna go in now. On the other hand, like 120, 130 BB deep. Up against... Wise. Now, since the update, I have no clue what you have, sir. I think we got both of them, didn't? Wait, how did you get half? Oh, you made the flush the first time around. Okay. Too bad. I am not so sure I want to fold this, strangely enough. Yeah, I think we just call this down. I didn't think about that 9-8, the 6. Yeah. I didn't see that straight coming in. Duh. Yeah, that was squarely on me. Of course the 6 made it straight, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. It was evidently it was wrong. Duh. Sevens and nines and the suit. Alright. Double suited, this is a squeeze. Single suited, I doubt it. That's pretty nice. Do have some bluffs here as well. Not about leaving the house life so the nature's lost on me too. Yeah. No judging here, I'm the same. Even double suited in the cutoff. I looked this up, but I think it's a tiny smidgen too weak with the gaps in here. Check it out. 54458 for the cutoff. Let's see. You come in with the lead? Why? Rainbow board, we have yeah, no. More money is going in here. We have a perfect wrap on a rainbow board with the top pair. You're not doing bad against any sets at all. Yeah. Of tens? King 10, that's better. Let's go for 3 times. I'm a knitted heart. How about you? You too? Man after my own taste. 10 and a 10 only, the first one. Second one gives us a flush draw. Ooh, 2 out of 2. We can do it. We can go for 3 this time. Come on. Me and my manly gestures. Shazamming it up a bit for a welcome change. What was it? The 8544 double suited in the cutoff, I believe. I would need to look this one up. I have some doubts about this one as well. Here the connectivity is a little better. You know, the position is worse. Let's deal with the first one. It was double suited 4s with 8 and a 5. Fucking highest radars. 8-5, and that's indeed correct. The 8-6 does get raised called there in the with the 4-4-8-5 hand I was talking about, and our exact hand, the 8-5, does get folded. So yes. Now how about this one then? This is MP. Hang on. Got a few other things. So first of all, here, of course, we let it be. Here, I 3-bet. Should have been raised, and I called. Not sure how good. Well, the 3-bet, C-bet on the 3-bet board on table 2 took it down. You must start with second thoughts. Are we really up against jacks? Alright. So the other hand I was about to look up, which one was it? 7664. And that's correct too. So 2 for 2 there. When it comes to how they should be played from a solver perspective. About this one is Queen 7-3. I think it's fine on the button, yeah. Sounds pretty good. Won't be let it go, however. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad spot to put money in, to be honest, since we have 0 showdown value. Oh, the pair of 8s is better than his deuces. Okay, I didn't even realize we made a pair. You need some nature in life, Cha-ching, huh? Well, lucky for you, you got plenty of that in Canada. That is pretty interesting. It's rather decent blockers. Shall make use of. And without a club... That clubs, yeah. Without a green card. I would pot the straight as well. Oh. That's the guy that led the turned set a little earlier. I'm a little weirded out by how he plays. Well, I'm not going to be able to see a showdown now. That's, yeah. I'd actually love to pay the money just to see what he shows up with. Not that seem to be GTO, does it? The rare days of hot humid. Yeah, that's pretty much the worst weather you can have. There's not much you can do about it. It's just hot, you turn on the AC. If it's cold, you turn on the heat. It's hot and humid, then SOL. Basically. Alright, we got a few situations going on. Middle set, a pretty dicey board. In a squeeze spot on table 4, we flop absolutely wonderfully. Trouble. Yeah, nobody's having aces, that's for sure. We will in squeezing. There might be an ace with ace-high flush draw out there. Ability. So then see what comes of it. But yeah, that's what comes of it. We take it down. Up here, maybe we want to 3-bet this sometimes. Here, is this the same guy who was leading earlier? No. PLO 20 kicking off and run at once. Awesome! Which, natural 8 table then. And checking it, sadly. Do make the straight, which is nice, and we are good against bottom 2. Awesome stuff. And this gentleman goes all in. On the aces. Wonderful. A 7 would actually give us the nuts, so we were free rolling him on the turn. Good stuff. King back 4, yeah, makes sense to 3-bet that. It should be. And I need to ditch a table. 1. Oh yeah, easy choice, this one. Low V-pips all around. Wait. No, not next hand. Blind ace. Hang on, sorry. Phone is buzzing. Sorry, I have to reply real quick. Try not to do that on stream. Actually, I don't need to. Not right now. More importantly, slapping us to nuts. Pretty good. Hey, that makes our hand even nuttier, doesn't it? No, 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 no! Take the... Jesus Christ, that was a misclick in case you hadn't noticed. So, mini Shazam, that was a nice pot. Oh. Keeps buzzing. It usually doesn't do that. I'm slightly weirded out. Hang on, let me take care of some other tables first. Sorry about the short interruption. Yeah, sure. Be 3-bet, there's an ace on the board. I'll be c-betting. Also, you have a nice hand. If the money goes in, then so be it. Other... Yeah. It is perfect to play more poker during this cruel time of the year. I couldn't have said it better myself, yeah. Winter is the season for poker for doing things on the computer. For sure. In fact, there are certain games that I used to play in my childhood or teenage years that I still associate with winter, because they're perfect winter games. Strategy games like History Line, made by the Battle Isle dudes. I think Blue Byte? I think it was Blue Byte back then. Don't even know if they're still around. Haven't heard from Blue Byte in ages. Oh, well. And as you well know, I'm a fisherman as well, so I can definitely relate to that. And the fishing in the US, or for that matter in Canada, is just so enticing. All the trout streams and all that, so you can actually do the proper fly fishing, in which you can do in some areas in Germany as well, but not really in my area. So I do a bunch of fishing, but not fly fishing until now. Although I do wanna learn it at some point. Yeah, salmon fishing in the US and in Canada, something we can't really do in Germany. So both are great places to be a fisherman in. This guy opens, we're gonna raise. Three ways, I think we still wanna raise this. Just checking is fine as well, I'd say. Probably wouldn't have gotten action if you hadn't missed. That's true. That's true, yeah. Good point. Actually, I'm gonna bet here once. Not that many draws out there. showdown value. Okay. You tried it again, sir. Ah, that was fun. Also, Shazam, we took a biomuffin. I just noticed. Neat. Neato. Need a few of those to break even for the day, I suspect. Five. Sorry, 40. Just trying to figure out how we're doing on natural 8. There, I always need to do the math in my head. 240 makes it 700. We're still down roughly 2 buy-ins. Natural 8, I think. Potentially 3, but I honestly am not quite sure what we started the day with. Sometimes I forget. Okay. Always hurts if you can't raise a hand like this, but it's just a stupid spot to do it in, I feel. Over here, flop the second nut flush and the gutter and a pair. Called you because I make the wheel, and would you look at that? I made the wheel. That's neat. Can't do nothing about that. Only lament the brutality of it all. Fortunately, in the not too distant future, I'm gonna have to call it a night once more. Way earlier than I like to. But what with camping tomorrow? Need to get up way earlier than I usually do. Or than I care for that matter. Okay. Go for a check raise this time around. I think it's slightly better to do that if he has the full stack. Alright. Ooh. Nice. No, I'm honestly not quite sure. Like, subtract this guy. If it's just this guy opening and then it gets further around to us. We're supposed to call here. Let's find out. It would be button versus under the gun. Yeah. All the queens with the king called. As long as they're perfectly single suited. Which actually this one isn't, but it still gets called. Down to this exact hand, to the queen 7, if it's not perfectly single suited. So, wait, sorry. Really? Nobody bets? king. It's just weird. No one bets. I mean, it's a single raise pot. It's not like it's a 3-bet pot where more likely that somebody actually does have the overpair. Guess we take it down now? Cool. Also pretty neat. Jack against the aggro guy. Yes, yes, I did. I did. He was bluffing completely. If it's the hand I'm thinking about. Yeah, he was bluffing a busted. He kept betting a busted wheel draw, I believe, a gutter, basically. Well, he heads. Right, rush poker. There with superior recollection. Because I am... Ooh, a straddler arrived. A straddler entered the game. That's always nice. Yeah, my hand recollection can be spotty, to say the least. So appreciated rush poker. Yeah, just checking it out, I suspect. We are good, that's awesome. Hmm. The staking action, the sweats are gonna start on Friday, because on Thursday I have the community college thing and the tournaments take place during the afternoon streams. So the sweats are gonna start on Friday. If you want to get into the fun, I guess, then head over to Discord and you can buy action there if you want. Not desperately looking to set action. These are tournaments I could very well play on my own. Just thought I'd mention that. With the pair here, I guess if this guy folds, we might want to look at a turn. Okay. Yeah, no, Chiching. Yesterday I didn't mind ending the stream early-ish because I was getting tired. I was still under the influence of last week's vacation, which tired me out. But today I actually would prefer to keep on streaming and playing. We need to check it again down here, sorry. We don't scare him away, that's awesome. And we can only split this pot. 2 tables are breaking on us. Oh, but I'm just noticing that the PLO 20 table is full on RIO. Nice. Yeah, table 1, table 2 broke. Time is it? Half past. Maybe another quarter of an hour, something like that. Yeah, and as mentioned earlier, then I'll be back on Thursday for a nightly stream, and I will have an afternoon and a nightly stream from Friday onwards through the entire weekend. Oh right, I think there's a special promotion happening on Run It Once right now, where they give back 70% in rake back in the form of splashes, and the splashes have been tuned. I think they splash twice as often. but we get a lot of, I think, if not only small splashes. So I've been wondering how many smaller splashes I've been seeing here recently. Has been a lot, pretty much every hand has been splashed. Top pair and the open-ender. Fine opportunity to check back. Haven't seen the straddle again, I believe. One heart, no spades. Just gonna let this be. This is a pretty nice turn, all things considered. Oh, you're short. Yeah, then I... Oh, never mind. You're still in the hand. I think I need a different color for the backside of the cards here so they stand out easier. Let's see. Do we guts? Better? A little bit. Maybe that? What else do we have? Two? No, damn it, now I can't decide. I think this one is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice contrast to most of the other colors going on. It increase the visibility a bit, yeah. Again! Smaller splash here. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. We should be down roughly 2 buy-ins. No, we lost aces against aces. Another one that was pretty nasty. Oh no, that wasn't nasty. The other one I was thinking about, that was the one I donked off. Not gonna blame the dealer for that one then. Ooh, that's nice. Aces and sixes. Ace. Not a heart. Actually start off with a check. It is a single raise pot. Not many draws he could be doing this with, since we block all the sixes. Alright. Shall have it, sir. Oh, man. Hey, happier times down here. Check the flop, bet the turn. If only I knew, which I don't. Yeah, that makes sense to check that one on the flop. Not that strong. Here, what's happening? The random hand is gonna take it down. Still pondering the call I just made on the other table. And I'm starting to come to the conclusion that it hasn't been a good call. All in all. Going in, and I need to get used to that a little bit more, that we can run it multiple times. Cause that might be a good point in favor of just going on the turn, at the nuts, and run multiple times, ideally, when one wants to. Here we could raise double paired hands. Me calling this. Seeing that he is not sitting on a full stack, the money is just gonna go in. We do have backup in form of the flush draw as well. Now that he starts to tank, really would love him to call at this point. Oh, okay. What do you got then? The better flush draw, if I'm seeing this correctly? The overpair. Twice. No, actually, because enough money in there for us to make quads and get paid, I believe. Sweet. I get where you're coming from, Line Hippie. Yeah, I'm I'm trying to think if I agree or not. They need a tune-up. I do like the run-it-once style. I'm not saying that because I'm playing a lot for run-it-once. I just genuinely like the style. But make it pop a little bit more? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Yeah. Also, I think there's like the whole design of Natural 8 is has people playing longer and maybe take more. For some reason, I feel like the design with the emotes and stuff makes people feel more relaxed and maybe gamble it up a little bit more. I might be bullshit, but this one we take down here. I check the flop and yeah, easy let go. Cheating? No, I haven't. Not really, I believe. Especially since I mix my own liquid and it is very low on nicotine. Wait, we were 3-ways here, right? I think so, on the flop, yeah. Because otherwise I wouldn't have bet this sizing. Makes a wheel possible, that's about it. We block. Ah, okay. Oh, we are ahead. Twice, sure, whatever it is you have. Splitting up the first one. And you take the second one, really. So we got quartered. Yeah, the trip aces, that was my fault. Calling down, just calling the turn, I think is okay. Especially since both of us were a little bit deep. Had we been at 100 BB, I just would have put it in. Either way, it's fine on the turn. I do put it in there mostly, but this time I decided not to. The river call, starting to like it less and less. That on flop turning into full house would be the proper expression there. Yeah, it certainly would be. I mean, He flopped the top set with the nut flush draw and a blocker to straights, to Broadway draws. Can't flop much better than that. What does the new Azure thing do? What do you mean, Chiching? New PLO 20 table on RIO kicking off. Quite nice. Raise fold. Ooh! Definitely not going for the raise fold here. With the ace king 8. Blocking the top pair and the nut flush draw. Heads up a clear c-bet, I feel. Multi-way. Alright. Top pair got a backdoor flush draw. I'm kind of surprised he actually c-bets here. And in that case, we need to let it be. Not quite the river I wanted. Yeah, maybe I would be tempted to call with like top 2 or 10-8 or something like that. A little bit curious since we don't have any hearts, but be it as it may. Two pair blocking straights, having double gutter ourselves now. I think it's actually okay to bet. Ooh. This feels okay to bet as well. Do see the call. Probably gonna turn this into a bluff. Take it down with the aces on our table. Wouldn't be surprised if we get called, wouldn't be surprised if we see a fold. Luckily, it's the latter this time. Wait. Is this a call even? That's a huge gap. No. Good on me to look it up. Bad on me to call in the first place. Okay. Happily turn this one to bluff. Doesn't make too much sense, but on the other hand, it's on him to figure it out. Cool. Poof. On the whole, I think we get either shown the quads or an overpaired is better than our tens there a little bit too often. Good times up here. Flush draw, I'm desperately hoping to get the check raise in this time around. And if not, then it's not a huge deal. Perfect. He pot size bet too, which is awesome. He bet again. Now, if he bets on the river again, things get a little bit iffy. This is probably gonna end in a fold here. I'll let it sit for a moment. And I guess this one I might want to slow play. No real turn where we got like, ugh, why discard? In the meantime... okay. And he did call. That is absolutely amazing. Now what to do? And also you have no clue. But I don't want to see it get checked around, do I? I honestly don't know what the move is now. Because he was the better, so but if he checks it around, we just kind of hate life. Oh, perfect then. You are in absolutely rough shape, my friend. Shazam for a $76 pot there. How did that pot get so big? Gee, bus. Nice. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, damn, a lot of things happened in a... Oh, the new stars graphic and skin that was called Azure. Yeah, well, I forgot about that. I took a look at it once and was like, hell no. Too old for change, and switched it back. It's mostly for recreation, so don't follow the flow. Yeah, fair enough. I don't follow the flow of tournaments myself sometimes, it's frankly embarrassing. You know, I run into troubles every once in a while on the cash game tables too. I think every day. When I go like, oh, I didn't notice you were in there as well, or similar, or things of a similar ilk. Aurora, Azure, potato, potato. As my host mom used to say, same difference. Alright, can't ask for much better blockers, although we are 4 ways. On the other hand, there's a rainbow. I'm gonna give it a shot. That'll work too. Exactly what we didn't want to see happening in the end. Pairing. Question on the forefront of my mind right now is how often do people bluff here? And the answer is not very often. We're also almost running out of time. Screw you. Shazam! And that is a pretty sexy board. Are we good here? Been checked around all the way? We were until that river. Oh man. That's a tough one to figure out. Shazam with them ladies. That was a good one. Cheers. Thanks. Oh, that's also pretty neat. Yeah. How come you don't have more money? Why don't you have more money, my friend? I don't care. Sure. Thank you. Pilot Ray, you agree with Topset Kyun, pot turn for stack. Alright, cool. It means a lot to me that you say that. Cheers. Because I wasn't kidding, I'm not sure what the move is. So, thanks for saying that. I would have just as much appreciated had you said something different. You know, like you would do this and that in a spot. Cheers. And the J Nizzle, bam! I can't quite bring myself to do the bam. I've heard it so often, it is ingrained in my brain that the bam is a Jane Anders thing, which is why somebody came up with the Shazam in the some time ago. Wait, what are we watching? Oh yeah, that's a good one to watch, I guess. The flush draw. I got the flush draw. And you bet. And you... Okay. Right, down here. Where I forgot about the Phil Gaffron lesson, where I could have easily lived in here. Now it's played. We're gonna see a flop. You're shitting me. Yeah, okay. Interesting question what to do if he just calls, you know, capping his range a little bit. And now, of course, we let it go. Horrible hand to have against... Well, okay, never mind. No! If won a side part. What if, should have, could have doesn't play much of a role in this channel, so it's all good. Why the heck didn't I bet here? What the hell? I was too focused on other tables. Yeah, now I can't really bet. Oh god, I can see the notes. Ubernit! That's what they're gonna write. You're stitching. Thanks. Alrighty. Got us the open ender. That's a decent start. Oh, that's also pretty decent. Oh man, with so many peeps behind us, we only have the open ender. We need to let this go is the short version of where this is going. Checking this sounds okay. Nope. Maybe he took the proper part of the deal earlier and decided to make them regret ever playing PLO. You have a mean streak, my lady. I like it. Yeah, on Natural 8, nothing much has changed. I think we're still down roughly 2 buy-ins there. We're up a buy-in on Run It Once. So it's not a bad day so far. A little bit in the red. But that is okay. I do like that we have two almost full tables on Runner Ones happening now. 11 entries in PLO 20. Sweet. And fortunately, I really don't want to tonight, but I do have to I have to call it a night soon. Been saying that for a while now. I actually have to follow through. Yeah, another 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna go to bed soon and go camping tomorrow. It's gonna be great, because it's not cold at all here. Nor is it wet or anything or dark. It'll be fun. Ah, kidding aside, at some point it will become fun. I suspect this point will be marked by an empty beer bottle or two. That should just about do it. Nope. Queen 7-4 on the under the gun spot. A bit too weak, I would assume. I haven't So I like checking out things. Let's do that here as well. Yeah. No-brainer fault. Ooh. Now that is sexy. Ace, ace, king, 9. Perfectly double suited. How else once we have 2 aces in there? Singular's pot, we don't have a single heart. Let's start off with a check. 7. Okay. Such a nice looking hand. What a pity. Ooh, you got raised, sir. That'll work too. Calling this in the big blinds. Losing the action. Stopping zilch. With future blockers, I guess. Yeah, to check and see a flop. It's a pretty good one to see. Ace is on another table as well. Takes it down. The aces take down a small one. Stuff all around. Who's on? Who can we visit? The stream is over. Oh, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So Twos Never Lose is online. Let's check this guy out then. He's always fun. Down here, kicking jack 4. We go with what the solver would advise here, which would be calling. Never check that, but very certain that's the case. This is that. Yeah, that's perfectly right. And that is an interesting one, seeing that we not only have the over and the overpair, not putting too much value on that, but the 2 backdoor flushes are kinda neat. Like how you pump yourself up for the camping trip. I try. Just hope he can fold the aces. Would be sweet. I think the chances are relatively good that he can. Even though SPR-wise, it's not that impossible of a call. Good for you. Yeah, yeah. Aces are not a surprise there. Nice answer, nice hand. Good thing the flush didn't come in. Phew, he says. Nice answer, nice hand. Last open on all the tables. Oof. So not our board. Alright, gonna give it a shot here for full pot, I think. Never mind. Never mind. In that case. You're assuming you gender floss entirely. Noted, Chiching, noted. We'll be fine. Thank you, though. You're very nice. Assume my gender flaws completely. That's a nice way of putting that. Huh. I think give us a pair and we go pretty crazy here. As is. How do we go about this? Calling is a good start. But interesting would be if somebody raises. By interesting, I mean unwelcome. Gonna go over the top. Ideally, it pushes this guy out. He calls and we can run it multiple times. I don't want to fold this one. I think it's sort of reasonable well, this whole line. Top set. Run it 3 times if you want. It's fine if you don't. You can make quads, I would understand. Fair enough. Too bad. I wish you could mark hands here. I know we can download them now, so I could put this one up for discussion on the Discord. But I'm not going to remember the hand. I'm going to have a tough time finding the hand tomorrow. So it looks like when we finish the day down a little bit, two-ish buy-ins, maybe a tiny bit more. But a few more hands are left to play. Never know. Also apologize for this. You should! You should apologize more. Also start opening doors for us. When it comes to door opening, you girls had a free ride for ages. It's time you give something back. Oh lord, I can see the tweets tomorrow. Gonna be shunned. Last hand's coming up. Able to figure out how we're doing on natural 8 now. Not great. Down 8. 3 buy-ins. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. On run it once we sort of broke even, I believe. Check. If not, we might be down 4 buy-ins. Well, a little less since these are... no, actually not. 4 buy-ins would be it then, yeah. Last Sentinel can be a playable one. Fair enough. Alright, let's head over to Two's Never Lose. That's tough to say. Two's Never Lose's stream. The stream of Two's Never Lose. Yeah, but that's much better. That'll work. And see what he's up to. I believe he plays tournaments on his channel and does so in a pretty entertaining fashion. Good guy. I like watching his channel. Maybe you will too. In any case, if you like watching this channel and you want to see more of it, then I'll be back on Thursday for a nightly stream, and from Friday onwards, I'll have 2 streams every day. Also start playing the tournaments again, and hoping to have a lot of fun with it. So thanks everybody for watching, for keeping company, and for keeping the chat a very lively place today. Also, thanks for the advice earlier. Who was it? I can't find it right now. And yeah, cheers for the follows, and Kippery for the resub as well. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, for keeping company. Hope you have a pleasant evening. See you on Thursday if you choose to. Cheers.